Hi everyone, and welcome to my first ever Plan With Me. So first, I actually want to start by talking about my cover, because I actually just put it on last night. I ordered this from Etsy, from a handcraft store. I'm going to put the information on the screen right now, and the link in the description. It's really well done. They hand sew everything, embroidered everything. The back and front is covered with this really nice custom design. And there's lots to choose from. It did take a while to get here. I completely understand, because obviously something like this would take a long time. So if you are ordering one, expect it to take a little while. And if you're ordering it for the next year, order a couple months in advance, just so you're sure you get it in time. Because I was going with the Naked Hobo for a while, but I think honestly it was worth the wait. Also, from this store in particular, they sent me these cute little sticky notes. So yeah, that was a nice little addition. But anyway, this is gonna be, I guess, a little bit of a longer video. I'm gonna kind of be reviewing how I plan for my habits, month and weeks, and then going a little bit into the days, but this is mostly setting up for the month of March. Hopefully we actually get to see some springtime weather. Where I live in Connecticut, it's been pretty, well, not miserable, but very cold. Obviously it could be worse. I could be in Texas right now. My thoughts go out to everyone there. But yeah, anyway, let's jump right into it. Move my stuff a little bit. Okay. Okay, so first, here's my habits so far. I'm recording this a couple days early just so I can get it edited and up in time. So I have mostly stuck with the same kind of goals. I moved around. I moved from my parents' house to my husband's parents' house. So I got rid of like my Ferns Meadow stuff, which is the farm that my parents live on. And I changed it to, actually I think I just got rid of it in all. And now I've also added the healthy eating, because I've been counting my calories. So I'll just do a quick rundown of how I do everything. So I have, each habit that I'd like to do daily or at least every other day, something I want to keep track of. Then I have either a full square or a dot, and I just use like my rainbow set of midliner pens. And I either fill it in completely. So for working out, usually I'll say like, if I walk, for an hour or something, which I usually do because I'm walking my dog, then I just put a dot. But if I do something like cardio, exercise bike, weights, anything like that I do a full fill in. So this is just kind of like at your own discretion, what you would consider half or full. It's mostly for exercise too. For healthy eating, if I go only a little bit over my calorie counters, which I think right now I'm doing like 1660, then I put a dot. And then if I am under 1660, then I have a full square. And as you can see, I've actually been pretty decent with it, but I definitely have cheat days. Otherwise, I think I'd go crazy. Yeah, so what I do actually, I use the Sarasa Mark-On. I don't know if it'll focus, but I use the Sarasa. I know someone called me out in the comments last time, and I totally get it because it's really, really annoying, but Sarasa Mark-On. And I just write each of my habits here that I want to do, and then I'll let it dry completely, and then I'll highlight over them with the color that I want to do. So thinking about this month, well, I'm just going to go through these and definitely keep the ones that I am continuing. I don't think I'm going to change that much, to be honest. So let's see. I definitely am going to do workout again. And production. So for me, this is anything. So like for my internship, I'm doing an internship with a media company. So if I get a lot of work done there, or if I get something done for my YouTube channels or personal projects, that's what production means for me. I'll keep journaling. So this is actually the days where I sit down and write in my Hobonichi. Sometimes I have to like catch up as you can see, I have not been good in this past month. I've kind of just wandered off in my mind a little too much, so I would definitely like to get back on things, and I think having this set up for this next month can definitely help that. Yeah, I'm gonna put Japanese because I did sign up for another course. This is also somewhere where I've kind of been struggling, just because I'm so used to having a college course or some sort of like forced, basically forcing me to get things done in a deadline. I do tutor a high schooler every week, every Sunday, so I at least get a little bit of practice in, but I still want to be advancing a little bit. So I might end up hiring a tutor or something down the line, just so I have that kind of accountability. Next, clean. I definitely want this because I am living in someone else's house with my dog, and I want to be sure that I am vacuuming up and Swiffering and everything to keep the hair under control. Yoga, I think I definitely am going to add this, but so I've been doing yoga with Adrian. I've been doing her 30-day challenge, kind of stretched out over 2 months, because as you can see, I was pretty good in the first month. This month again kind of took a big gap. That's gonna finish soon. I think my sister does have her subscription, so I might see if it's worth getting that. But I'm also gonna add meditate to this because honestly, I think of them as about the same. They kind of affect me the same way. So either or I'm gonna put there. And then I would like to continue to have healthy eating until I reach my goal. I think I'm only like 5 pounds away. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I can't really think of anything else that I want to add here. So it's pretty much the same as last month. If I do think of anything, the beauty of it is that I can always add it later on. Like you can see here, job search, I added that like halfway through. Fasting, I added that halfway through. That's the beauty of keeping those 3 extra columns. Also what I like to do is add just a little bit of washi tape, and I have like too much of it, to the side here and then the bottom. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use green, get rid of that one because that one's not very sticky. That's about right. Oh, never mind. That was a little way off, but I can always cut it later. And oops. I love washi tape because you can just, like, if you make mistakes, which I do all the time, you can just pick it up and replace it. And I have so much of it that, like, at this point I can always just make a new little roll, but I do like to conserve it because I love it. Speaking of washi tape, I do have 2 that I want to use more. This one I've actually had for a while. These little Shibas with their faces, and I just realized the other day that they're actually, it's not so much washi tape as they are like individual stickers. Like you can rip off each individual emotion. So I think I might be using that more. That one's a little bit messy, but it's still cute. So yeah, I think I might be using this a little bit more as intended. There's also this, these like numbered ones, and then there's also blank ones with lines. I'm gonna be putting everything in the description for the product. I got pretty much everything from JetPens. And I think I kind of want to do this again. Maybe I want to pick one of these habits to do every single day. Maybe I might pick Japanese just so I can kind of get rolling again with that. And I'll start with one and continue on from there. Yeah, I definitely, it's something that I really like want to do. I don't know why. I'm not even like, I don't have any like solid plans to go there. But I don't know, it's just something that I've been studying it for 3 years, but I can barely hold a conversation. So I want to be able to study that more. Okay, so we have the habits done. I'm going to come back to it and fill this in once it completely dries. Now are the months. So as you can see, I have these little tabs here, just to keep track of the month, the week, and then the day. The little Shiba Inus, again, of course, because I have my own Shiba. I'll throw a little picture on the screen, I suppose, who I love. And this is actually, so this was last month. This one, see, I haven't been using this monthly spread as much as I used to. Before the pandemic, I used to use this monthly spread a lot because I had a lot to keep track of. My days were completely full. And I mean, as you can see, I'm still, keeping myself busy, but definitely not as much as I had in the past. But still, I like to have this for like at a glance if I have to make an appointment with somebody, or something like that. So for these, I use a color code based on these, again, Sarasa. I love these pens. I think it was like the antique line of colors. I'll put the actual name if it's not the antique colors, and again in the description as well. So there are 5 colors. There's this gray, this yellow, this red, and this purple. And I kind of have a color code going on. The black I don't use for anything in particular. It's just, an extra black pen. But for the rest, for the purple, I use for projects. So this will be what's used for my internship and any YouTube videos, personal documentary stuff. That'll be in purple. The red is for personal stuff, so birthdays, doctor's appointments, vet appointments. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's not going to be a lot of this right now again, but you never know. I might start making more virtual plans. The yellow I use for work. So right now I'm just tutoring 2 different kids independently and then also through my university. And then the gray for school stuff. I'm only in 1 class right now, but as you can see, I already filled in the kind of big dates. I start 2 other classes halfway through this month. So I think I'm gonna start, I'm just gonna go through each of these. I don't think I have anything to put for the gray. I already added like the important days off and everything. Oh, but you know what? I do have Zoom meetings, so I'm gonna write that now. Zoom at 12. All right, and then I'll add stuff as it comes along. I mean, we might have another meeting for the final or something like that, but I can always add it later. So I'm done with the gray for now. All right. Now for the yellow for work. I actually have to remember my work schedule. So I think this week I am meeting. I actually really like tutoring, even though it's not at all my, career line. I do love teaching people and seeing how they grow, basically, how they grow and how they learn new concepts and are able to kind of replicate them. I used to work at an after-school program, but because one of my family members suddenly became ill and I couldn't, risk being exposed to kids and then spreading it, I have since quit the job. So yeah, that's why I'm also sitting around twiddling my thumbs a little bit more than usual. And that's also one of the reasons I was able to pick up my new internship. So let's see, I think I tutor, oh yeah, I tutor 2 to 5. Oh, and then I also tutor 10 to 11. Okay, so now that I've filled out all of my work days and hours, and if it changes, I just cross it out, move it somewhere else. Or sometimes I like to cover it in washi tape. I'm sure, a few things here will change, but this is kind of what is the plan for now. So yeah, I'm done with the little work pen. Now, I will move on to my projects or internship stuff. So right now, kind of the only like set in stone stuff for the internship, we have a weekly meeting from 11 to 12, and then another business meeting for a smaller group from 1 to 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and put I guess I'll like kind of keep it in the same and then do another just time here. And I apologize for my lighting. It is a little bit harsh. And I'm gonna have to miss that meeting. It is a little bit harsh because in the sudden move, I did not grab my regular light. So I am literally just using a lamp and then what little light I have from a window today. But making it work. Oops, 11 to 12, not 11 to 2. And then 1 to 2. So I think that's pretty much the plan that I have here. If I make more kind of plans for my YouTube channel, you know what? I'm going to add upload this video, which I call YouTube 9 because it is my 9th video, I believe. It might be 10 actually. I'll have to see on that, but I'm gonna upload this one. So that I add in. I have to do kind of production plan for my other stuff. I definitely need to get the ball rolling. That might be kind of another video down the line, how to plan personal creative projects once I actually figure out how to do it successfully. Because, I have definitely not been the best example right now. Kind of just been wandering, but that's something that is that I'm working on. And that, doing videos like this kind of helps. So that is it for the projects for now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away. Okay, now is the personal. So this would be like any birthdays. I don't have any family birthdays here. But I do have to check my calendar. I might have a friend birthday or something. I definitely want to write it in. Maybe send them a letter or just even, happy birthday on Instagram. And then I do have to write my appointments. I think the only one that's missing is therapy because yes, I have started going back to therapy. Little did I know, you should check this. My insurance before COVID, the copay would be like $30, but now it's free, completely free. So check with your insurance and you might be able to get therapy for free. Because even though I don't have any I'm not super mega depressed or anything like that. It's still, I still definitely don't feel great because of the quarantine. And also this is like the most idle I've ever been in my life. But anyway, enough justification. I'm going to go ahead and write that in for my Friday calls. All right. So I believe that is it. And it actually looks like a pretty full calendar. I'm kind of just doing, a bit here and there every day. But I don't know. It's kind of satisfying to see a full page. Now I'm debating, do I want to go ahead and kind of like jazz this up now? Honestly, I think I want to save that for the last. I'm going to go through and make everything look pretty when we do like a final run through. All right, so now on to the weeks. So this is this week. Oh, you know what? I forgot D&D. I just started doing this. So one little social thing that I'm doing has been playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends on Discord. So definitely going to add that in now super quick, and then we'll go on to the weeks. Okay, now that I added that in, I'm gonna go on to the weeks. So here is this week. As you can see, I have my little Shiba tab. Yeah, and sorry, let me take another sip. Get caffeinated here. This is basically just a more, this is a more time block version of the schedule from the monthly view. And this is the view that I kind of prefer to look at because it's a lot more like accurate to how your week is. You see how much time is actually being taken up doing each thing. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of grunt work, kind of filling in what's set in stone. However, I already actually did it for next week. I forget why. I think because I had like some special meetings and stuff. So yeah, I already did it for this week. I do have to add a couple of things though. This is the same exact kind of color coordination. And oh shoot, I need to find, I'm gonna need to take a cut because I need to find my ruler. Okay, mission accomplished, ruler found. I love this ruler so much. I'm so sad because the ear broke off. I do have it lying around here somewhere. I am gonna super glue it back on someday, but almost everything that can be is Shiba themed. Again, because of my dog Mika. But anyway, so I'll just kind of line up to make these edges as neat as possible to the exact hour. So I do need to add the meeting. And then the other meeting. And then if it's just like an hour or so, I kind of get lazy and write it down. So meetings 11 to 12, and then 1 to 2. And let me think. That all looks normal. Yeah, I mean, I think I got everything kind of planned out already here. However, ooh, there's a hair there too. However, an extra step that I want to take that I haven't really been doing for my past kind of weeks here is adding up how many hours I spend doing what that's set in stone. So then I can kind of figure out how much I should add to stuff that, I don't necessarily have to do, but I should do. So I'm gonna actually do that in pencil. Move this up here. So this is actually my Totoro Delgard, Zebra Delgard pencil. I love Zebra. I should try to get a job with them or something because I absolutely love almost all of their products. It's a super cute pencil. It's a little bit expensive. I think it's $12 or $13, but honestly, for how much I've been using it and loving it, it is worth it in my opinion. If you have the money. Again, I will put the link in the description. I think there's also a Kiki's Delivery Service version, so whichever one is your favorite. Honestly, I like Kiki's Delivery Service more as a movie, but Totoro more as a cute little Totoro. I don't know, how else do you call them? But yeah. So on the side here, I'm gonna do my my week audit. So counting how many hours of what I am doing. So let's see, I'm working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. Sounds about right now. It was 20 hours until recently. Okay, and then I have projects. The reason I'm doing this in pencil is because I'm going to be planning other stuff, other kind of assignments. So I'm going to erase it and change it to match it. So right now, for my internship, I only have 2 hours. But obviously, I do more than just 2 hours a week. This is just what's set in stone right now. Then I have school. Right now, I only have 1 hour set in stone. Obviously, this has to change as well because it is a graduate course. And then I have my personal. I'm going to kind of subdivide this. So I have 1, 2, 3 hours of it's like 3 hours of meetings and stuff, which isn't necessarily like time off, I'd say. And then right now I only have 1, 2, 3 hours of recreation planned. So this is where more planning is involved. I have to kind of get creative here and think about how much do I actually, want to do in a day and how much is realistic for me to do in a day. And also, sometimes these things, like, for example, any doctor's appointments, it's not only an hour, it's also like the extra hour to come there and get there. So I'm not going to be able to like put anything here. But there are definitely areas like between here, I can definitely get stuff done. After here, I'm sure I'm actually going to be like pretty inspired to get stuff done for the internship. However, before I do this, I like to plan in the day because I don't like to kind of make a plan without really thinking about it, saying that I'm going to do something and then I'm just going to have everything crossed out. I like to avoid that as much as possible. Oh, and something that I always do for all of my weeks, and as you can see in the past weeks of this year so far, I put a little washi tape on the bottom to kind of separate, my day, and then I like to make a little summary of how I've been. And lately I've been using, last year I think I used like these happy face, basically like emojis to show me how I've been doing, but I got these really cute stickers. I think it's actually zebra as well. I can't remember if it's Midori or zebra, but I'm gonna put this in the description too. It'll focus, but basically it comes from happy with the rainbow and then the different colors of the suns, and then medium days to somewhat cloudy days to rainy days to stormy days. So I kind of like to put that in the corner. Let me see. As I said, I've been slacking off lately, but I like to put it in the corner and then kind of do a summary of how I feel about that day. So anyway, let's make the space for that. So I'll go ahead and do the washi tape, even though I only like to put what's set in stone a kind of week before. I still kind of put the washi tape and everything so that I'm ready to just write everything in. The reason I've only been putting stuff in a week before is because plans are tending to change a lot. I don't know why, but something comes up. Oops. Something comes up, it comes up. No big deal. I just adapt to change with it. Again, why I love washi tape, because I do stuff like that all the time. So I like to put it right at the 23 hour or 11 p.m. mark, because I really shouldn't be planning anything past this. Not to say that I won't stay up past this, but obviously I'm not going to put anything in my schedule to go past this. If it's an overnight flight or something, then I just kind of like continue it on to the next day. Okay. So there's our first little, there's a little wrinkle there. Oh, that's okay. Not everything's perfect. All right, now what to choose? Honestly, I'm not really a fan of the stripy one, but I feel like I should use some of it up. I don't want to waste it. hope that doesn't like define my week though. Well, not if I let it. See, kind of doing it too tight. If you do it too tight, then it like makes little holes in the paper, so you kind of want to just like roll it with it. Although when you do that, sometimes it doesn't line up right, and it's a little bit difficult for me right now because I'm going around the tripod. There we go. I'm just gonna rip that off because it's a little too long there. And there we go. Okay. We got, I think, yeah, 2 more to do. I'll save this one for when I'm planning for next month. Maybe I'll make another video if this one, you know, does well and people like it. I'm kind of just rambling on. But I mean, the goal is, you know, you kind of use this video as an excuse to get out your Hobonichi and plan for the next month as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go with some flowers because I'm hoping that flowers will start to bloom around this time. Like the very early ones, the tay-to-tays and the daffodils and the tulips and all that. Might be a little too early though. Don't want them to bloom and then get frozen over. So who knows what the weather will bring with all this climate change. As you can see, I'm nowhere near precise with everything. But you know, when I first started using a Hobonichi last year, I was like so worried about making everything look perfect to the point where it kind of just, you know, harshed my vibe, I guess. It made it not really that much fun, really. And then also, at that time at least, I was really busy, so it really took like way too much time to worry that much. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with some greenery. That's about right. By the way, if you're wondering where I got these washi tape rollers, I think I got these off Amazon. They're pretty cheap and they're useful. They each fit about maybe, like, depending on how thick it is, like 6 to 8 rolls. I think this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because we have kind of thicker rolls. So yeah, and then you can stack them too. So if you're looking for kind of an easy way to get your washi tape done without using scissors, which is the method that I used earlier, this is definitely getting nice. Again, link in the description, although I am not getting paid for any of this or, you know, endorsed or anything like that. I'm just trying to make your life a little bit easier. That one's definitely a little bit short, but that's okay. All right, and then I'll save this one for when I plan for April, which hopefully will be a great month. All right, so this is my next week. All right, and I'm going to stick this back here because I'm still not done with this week. Yeah, and as you can see, I haven't really been planning that much and doing the audit or anything, which is something I really want to start again. Hopefully I can get back in motion. And then, like I said, we're going to make everything pretty afterwards, although this is kind of the extent that I like to go. But I might add a few stickers here and there because, you know, Lord knows I have too many. So yeah, I'm going to continue on to the daily section. All right, I did take a quick break to change a battery and do a quick translation of this little March introduction section. So this is actually a quote from Amy Yamada's We Never Learn. I don't know if it's a book or a poem, but here is roughly what it says. Again, I'm just for time's sake using Google Translate mostly, and then making sense of from what, little Japanese I know, making sense of it. So this is what the quote says. It seems that the first spring passed by while I was asleep. That is something that I regret. I like that spring breeze. The moment when the smell of sweet pollen grazes my nose is irresistible, because for some reason my body gets warm from the inside. So while it may not be a perfect translation, it's definitely a kind of feeling that I can relate to. The other day there was just like a little bit warm, maybe in the high-ish 40s, mid to high 40s, and I was like so happy. I heard a few birds, and my seasonal depression was like, oh my gosh, maybe there is an end to this. And then no, it's not yet. But I'm hoping for a lot more of those spring days in this March. So here, I like to kind of start the month. So every month in the Hobonichi, at least cousin, can't remember. I think it was in the Techo as well. It starts with kind of a blank page for you to write out your goals for that month. And I kind of like view this page as sacred in a way, like almost as much as in the beginning of the year. They have like the turning a page to a new year, which I still haven't done because I have this like view of it being so sacred. I'm gonna do this once I finish the self-authoring program, and I really think about what I want to do this year, because this year I think will be another one of a lot of change for me. Last year was like a ton of change. Not only did I go through a pandemic, but I graduated and I got married and all this stuff. But also this year, I'm graduating again, this time with my master's. We're probably gonna move out maybe to New York City, so that my husband can finish his degree at NYU. So again, a lot of change coming this year. But anyway, that's kind of going off on a tangent. For this month, there's definitely a few things, like goals that I kind of have in mind, that I just want to put into words, I guess. And I'm gonna whip out, oh geez, this is my little crafting box. I don't think the camera's not gonna be able to see it all. Let me turn it to the side. Jeez. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's not that heavy, but still, there's a lot of stuff in here. This is actually a ring box, I think James Allen or something, that I repurposed into a stationery thing. So there's tons of stickers here. I have like really cute markers, just random, even stamps for letters. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to organize this sometime. Maybe make like a binder for this stuff. Oh, I got this at that Japanese bookstore in New York City. I definitely want to use this because it's so cute. Shiva themed anything I will like buy instantly. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move this to over here. But anyway, this is what I'm looking for. My stamps here. I think, let's see. That's a little bit, trying to find the right typeface here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a combination of this and this. And then, I don't know, should I go colored or keep it black? Definitely want dark. So these stamps and ink pads, I guess they're called, I got from Michael's like over a year ago. And they were all on sale. So, I mean, Michael's, they have like expensive stuff normally, but their sales are like too good to pass up on. So anyway, let's see. I think maybe like blue, black, magenta. Maybe I'll go for like kind of the galaxy theme. Yeah, I like that. My white balance is a little messed up on my camera right now, but I'll try to fix it so that the colors look more accurate. All right, I think that's all I want from this for now. I'm gonna whip out these stickers when I do the creative part kind of this. Stencils even. Okay, this is like too much by. Oh, and by the way, there is a little compartment on the bottom where I keep my brush pens and like my, what are these called? Little ink markers, like the tiny little, I have 0.3, 0.5, or 0.03, 0.05, and 0.01. Just kind of like markers. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab these because I'm probably going to use them. But anyway, this is the look you're gonna get. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep it in my lap because it's kind of hard to keep it on camera. Anyway, geez, I kind of made a mess, didn't I? Let me move this over here. Okay, well, I guess that's the beauty of a plan with me. You get to see the mess that I deal with. Of course, I'm also going around a tripod, so. Okay, but I'm kind of thinking for the page here, I want to pick like 4 words to outline my goals for the month, and then I'm gonna reflect on those words and kind of put them into, like, set them into stone, and then write about them in the first day of the month. Which, who knows, I might make like a little mini video on that. So I know one that I want to be is space, which I guess kind of goes with the galaxy theme a little bit. But what I mean here is like setting up a personal space where I can get work done. Because I mean, my desk is really nice. I have like 2 monitors, but that also comes with like a lot of distraction. I have like all my books here, my Switch, you know, anything that I want is just like a reach away. I kind of want to set up like a personal space, which is a little bit difficult because usually that would just be outside for me. But obviously that's not happening right now in Connecticut in March, in early March at least. So I want to set up kind of an environment where I can just be able to, you know, do what I need to do. Probably reading, studying. I'll kind of keep my homework to my desk, I think, but anything that is for my own personal gain, like studying Japanese or journaling, I'm gonna keep to a specific space. And I think I might make a video on the importance of like having your own environment to work, especially now with the quarantine. And I have to get creative because I'm living in my in-laws' house, and right now we're pretty much living in the living room since we're renovating our room right now. So I have to get kind of creative with it. Can't go to a coffee shop, can't go to the library right now, which used to be, you know, kind of getaways for me. So space is gonna be one of them. Let me think. Also, I think maybe breathe, because I definitely need to start meditating again, and or getting more serious with yoga. By the way, I'm just grabbing all the letters out before I get them. I don't use these stamps super often just because it is kind of annoying to get them all out and use them. So I do have B-R-E-A already over there, and then T-H. And then another E. So yeah, I definitely need to like take more time to reflect and just be okay with being idle. Because if I don't get something done, and I mean, this is kind of, I guess, opposing to all my past videos, I just feel like awful if I don't get anything done in the day. And that turns out to be like most of my days right now. So I just need to be okay with being idle and kind of think, you know, sit in my thoughts and think about why I am so obsessed with like moving on, getting things done. So that's definitely something I want to explore this coming month. And what else? I think create is one, just because I want to get back. I haven't really made something in a while. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add create, whether that be YouTube videos, finishing this one documentary that I've just been sitting on for what feels like forever. Let me think. I think I actually have everything create. Yeah, so I actually have everything out already. Yeah, there's just so much that like I need to get done that I have been slacking on. Let me grab like a little paper towel to wipe off the ink and get started with making my little space, breathe, and create. Let me get rid of the pink actually because we end up only using these. I think space is kind of blue. Create is kind of magenta, and breathe is black, I believe. I mean, this is all just coming from my head. This is where, I don't know. What do I relate each word to? Okay, anyway. Let me get started with this. And the thing about these is that, you know, they're not printed on perfectly. So it's not gonna look like super pretty, but who cares? I think I'm actually done with this S. See, that was a little bit further than I wanted it to be, but like I said, that's what you gotta deal with going through these. Using these little thingies. I really do like them. Even if they are a little bit difficult sometimes. But you know what? There's some space between the capital S and the E. And if I really wanted to, I could go back and, you know, get my white paint marker and cross that out, but I don't really feel like it, you know? It is its own thing. There we go. My kind of scuffed space. But that is okay. Okay, next we have breathe. And this one is gonna be a little bit longer. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do create first because otherwise it's gonna be black on the purple, so I'd rather go the other way around. Okay, now I'm gonna do create first. Okay, there's my create. Again, not perfect, but what is perfect, really? Okay. I can put this all away later. And then our breathe. In the future, I might buy more stamps because I have these little ink pads that are really nice. Like stamps that are probably Shiba Inus, not gonna lie. Probably just more Shiba Inus. All right, so I have my 3 words kind of blank on the page, taking up space. And now, I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of get wild around them. Let me put away my stamps first and then grab some creative stuff, and then I will get on that. All right, I am back with some stickers and stuff that I got from that mess of a box and some brush pens, some more stickers. This is actually the same kind of, you know, sets as those mood stickers, those weather mood stickers. There's one for yoga, one for spring, and then I know there's definitely more. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start kind of doodling, getting my thoughts on the paper. So yeah, this is just something that I think would be super cool to do every month. And I am not like the most creative person, which is, I mean, a little bit unfortunate since I do have a degree in the arts, but I don't know. I just kind of stick things to the paper and see if it works. Also, I kind of have this like weird I don't know, like this weird feeling that I should be preserving my stickers because I spent money on them, but then at the same time, if I spend money on them and I never use them, what's the point? Okay, I'm gonna add some like maybe some sort of plant. Oh, that's exactly the same. These plant stickers I bought like a long time ago on a one of those like websites that you can tell it's not super quality stuff all the time, but you know, they were nice. And I think it actually went out of business, so this is something that won't be in the description, but yeah, you never know when you get a sticker pack what you'll get. And I've been using these for quite some time. I don't actually think I'll be using that. Kind of want to put some washi tape on the bottom here. That's still sticky enough. Let's see. So, I love washi tape because it can really add a lot to a page without much effort at all, really. And actually, let me do it at the top too. Okay. Unstick from there. What I love about the Hobonichi paper is that if you stick something and then unstick it, it doesn't really stay on. Let's see. Is that kind of covering up the march? It is a little bit, but I think that's fine. I'm gonna cut that later. Yeah, I think that's okay. It looks like that. I kind of want to add some of these spring flower stickers to the bottom. Because I am hoping that flowers will start to bloom. And at the very least, they will be blooming in this notebook. Maybe add a little snail. And I know sunflowers are a little bit out of reach, but someday. Someday they'll be back. There's my little flowered bottom. Definitely good with that. I think... probably like sitting down. Seems appropriate for breathing. Do I want to add more to that? I think it's good with that. And then, oh yeah, I got my little camera thing out here, camera washi tape. which is also from Michael's, I believe. From a few years ago, though. I am gonna have to cut for this one because it's not in my roll. There's no room there. I'm gonna put that under my create because I would definitely like to create more. And then space. Let me think. What could I use for space? Maybe a hedgehog? Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I just give it some space and I don't put anything. Alright. Now for maybe a little bit of line work. I have honestly no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of going into it and seeing what happens. I'm wondering for space. I kind of want to just leave space around it. And you can kind of see through the page, follow the grid there. Definitely getting closer together as I go further out, so I'm gonna kind of match that on the side. Maybe add a little bit more in between here. See, I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know, I'm just filling the page. And it will be nice to look back on this month as I'm setting up for the next month and kind of reflect on if I was able to live up to these words, basically. That is totally not centered. Maybe I should have centered it in there. But you know what? I might add like a little lotus, I think. To either side. And you know what? Definitely imperfect, but I think it works. For the breathe, I kind of actually, maybe I'm gonna put some more yoga people on there. Yoga woman. Unfortunately, I do believe that they only have a female option for here, so I'm sorry for my yoga dudes. Hopefully they do make a male option later on. Or at least, you know, more masculine looking option. I don't know how I like that though. I don't know if it's too busy now. Maybe, can I move you? What little nails I have? I think it's a little too busy now, don't you? I don't know. I don't really like it. Honestly, I'm gonna stick you back. We're gonna use you another day. And what's great about the Hobonichi paper, as I said earlier, it kind of just sticks. It works. You don't have to worry about it. And for create, maybe I do have this washi tape that went along with it as well. This part's not really sticky, so cut that off. So this washi tape came with the other camera one in a set. So maybe, I don't know. Let's see what I can do here. Almost like I'm cutting real film. Not really, but okay, I definitely don't like the way that looks, but let's use the same. Oh no, I'm definitely being too rough. I have to slow down. Slow down. Take it off here. Maybe I just... Oh no! This washi tape is very sticky. It's not like the other ones. I'm gonna have to put washi tape over that, but that's okay. You know what? I have an idea, but it is gonna require more moving. It's a little bit embarrassing showing how bad I am at making these setups, but it's the reality. I am not like super perfect at making this like a lot of other YouTubers out there. You are welcome to watch them because they are, you know, legitimately great at art. Scrapbooking is not my forte, no matter how much I like to pretend it is and how much money I like to pour into it, but you know what? It's me. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, and then I think I might... Let's see if I can cover this up with some other cameras. You know, if you are having as much trouble as me, that is fine. Because guess what? This is your Hobonichi. No one's gonna look in it and be like, what the heck? You have a rip here? Excuse me, that word is slightly off center. I don't think anyone's gonna do that. Because this is yours. All for you. And you're gonna say, oh no, it's mine and I still messed it up. This is reflective of who I am as a person. Nope, not really. I mean, I guess in a way. Everyone messes up, but that's the reality of things. Using that kind of as a justification for being like probably the messiest Playing With Me video ever. I am trying to be more on the creative side and less on the planning side because you don't really have to fill up your life with stuff to do, necessarily. Okay, let me think. It is still definitely off center. Wondering, will washi tape come to the rescue here? Oh, this washi tape is on my thing wrong. Hedgehogs? No, I don't think throwing in a random hedgehog will do it. Trying to figure out... Oh, I might as well cut this off right now while I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to fix my mistakes. Oh, you know what? I haven't used my brush pens yet. I don't know exactly what I want to do with them, but you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna like fill up the page. Kind of want to stay away from the darker ones for now. I just want to like, I don't know, make brushy shapes and just see where it goes. And it might look just crazy in the end, but who cares? It's mine. I mean, and I am showing it to the world via YouTube, but you know, I don't know if anyone is actually gonna care. And if they do, then that's definitely more their problem than mine. Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone now. Let it breathe. Yeah, and then for my day pages, I'm not really gonna go over them because they're just super, I don't know, they change from day to day. And obviously I'm not yet in March. Probably gonna be uploading this on the 1st of March. But like I said, I'm probably gonna use my first day page to reflect on these 3 words and see how I can make these into like actionable steps, being as specific as possible so that they maybe actually get done. Yeah, let me go back to my weeks. So for these, like I said, I don't really do much to spice these pages up. But I mean, a little sticker here or there never hurts. Apple hedgehog. These are more like my down to business pages. My day pages are definitely more on my creative side. Same with these, although I think it'd be nice to add some green to this. Maybe if I add some green to it, there may actually be some plants that start to grow. I don't know. I don't know. How does that look? Maybe adding a little bit more just on this side of the page. Okay, and then let's go back to our habits and color code them, and then I think that'll be about it. And actually, I should add a tab so that I can easily open to this page too. Then I also have to cut out these little edges so they don't stick out too much. But anyway, first, oh no. I still didn't let it dry for enough time. So I might actually wait to fill these in for like a few hours. Usually I like to do it like a day ahead of time, but I mean, no harm done. It's just gonna be a little bit imperfect for now, which is fine. But for the rest of these, I'm just gonna let them dry. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be the same exact colors as this one. Okay. And with that, that was my month kind of plan with me. I might do another quick video just to reflect on this month's kind of goals for this month, but I don't know. I think I've definitely spent enough time with this for now. And yeah, let me know what you think, if you want more of these in the future, if you want some changes or like specific insights or something. But yeah, with that, I will leave you. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. And yeah, let me know what you want next.